National Security Minister, the Honorable Wayne Munro, is weighing in on the case of Americans Amber Shera and Dungela Dobson, who claimed that during a recent trip they were sexually assaulted by employees of a Grand Bahama establishment. Now, as the story goes, within minutes after purchasing drinks, the two began feeling dizzy, eventually lost consciousness, and that's when they claimed they were sexually assaulted. Well, here's what the minister had to say on the issue.
The resort, the attraction, has been very robust. They have an expansive CCTV system. When the complaint was made, they contacted the police. They're fully cooperating. That's the most that we can say. Attraction should, as far as possible, put in CCTV so you can capture what is happening. And if an event does happen, then you should reach out, report it to the police, and cooperate fully with the police.
News tonight, in a positive development, local authorities provide a long-awaited update on the recent incident involving the alleged sexual assault of tourists on Grand Bahama. Police have stepped forward to share crucial information, underscoring their commitment to transparency in the ongoing investigation. Raven Davis leads us off tonight.
Incident that unfolded nearly 2 weeks ago. Two Kentucky women made shocking claims of being drugged and sexually assaulted at a local beach in Freeport. The gravity of the situation catapulting it into international and local headlines, casting a shadow over the safety of tourists and raising concerns about the destination's reputation. Well, during a recent segment on General Manager Clint Watson's show, An Assault on Crime, Assistant Commissioner of Police Warren Johnson reassured the public that issues involving the safety of tourists are always treated with the utmost concern and given top priority.
So we have this update that only this Bahama station has talked about. And I keep checking back with them to see what's what, because the only thing that we hear here, specifically from Chris Cuomo, Good Morning America, and everybody else that say, oh, they were assaulted, it's not right, oh my God, it's not fair, and no one has any type of question. So they wanted the FBI to be involved, they want all these people to be involved. They got a lawyer, they opened a GoFundMe, it's not right, it's not fair, this is what happened, it's not our fault, we was drugged, and they did this, they did that, they did this, they did that, don't look at none of the video, it don't matter. Okay, they came out there, meaning the Bahamas, saying, we have this video and it doesn't go along with what they said. Ever since that was said, they've been tight-lipped, quiet, ain't had shit to say. Where they at? Where they at? How come they don't have nothing to say? Remember when I did that last video, the news reporter or whoever from the Bahamas said they might want to correct their story. I'm paraphrasing. Now that we have the video and the tape, they may want to correct their story. We ain't heard hide nor hair of them. We ain't heard hide nor hair of them. So just nothing to say now? Where is remember, rest in peace to Shanquella. Remember when Shanquella, what happened to her down in Mexico? And then her friends, obviously we know one of them had something to do with it, allegedly. But that was full blast on, everybody was talking about it. Maybe not on the major news circuits initially, but everybody else was talking about it. We was hearing stuff daily. We was hearing stuff regular. We was talking because of the fact that she was an American and all them people was Americans and they was in Mexico. And again, with that story compared to this one, people try to act like everything works the same just because you're an American and you're in another country. It don't work that way. Mexico is not U.S. They said, kiss my cheeks, we do things differently here. Now, in the Bahamas, with this story, they went ahead and they fired the dudes, and they went ahead and they arrested them based on what it is that they heard from these women. So they taking swift action down there. They say, we ain't listening to none of this defund the daggone police. What we gonna do is we gonna go ahead and we gonna follow the damn law where we said it's gonna be. The police gonna do what they gonna do. That's it, that's all. And now, it looks like things have changed. Ain't nobody talking about it. Why is that? I just happened to be looking for the update. Ain't heard nobody on this side say nothing.
And as you can appreciate, this is no different. With respect to that particular matter that you mentioned, without going into the weeds and the details of it, we were able to secure from the resort quite a bit of CCTV footage that we have examined. We've looked at it, and we're right now presently in discussions and consultation with the DPP on the way forward. And in time, that matter would be concluded.
Once the matter unfolded, police arrested and subsequently released two men ages 40 and 54. Now their release has prompted speculation, especially with Pirates Cove, the company central to the case, turning over surveillance footage to authorities. The presence of this footage and inconsistencies in the victims' accounts raise questions about the factors influencing the suspect's release.
So in case you missed that part, they've been released. So the two men that allegedly did this essay have been released. Everybody that looked at the tape, at least down in the Bahamas, let me just say down in the Bahamas, even though they said they turned it over to the FBI, they out of there. They watched the tape. They said, y'all, you might want to re-account that story. We ain't heard from them. They said it don't make sense. It don't go together. We ain't heard from them. But when they wanted to accuse, they was all over anybody who would listen, right? Out there running off at the mouth. I stand by my original story. Again, I see this. I see people. I see stuff. I'm on here enough to see what goes on. And this is the thing that while I'm on this particular cruise right now, and I'm not paying attention to anyone, I'm really not. I'm, minding my business, right? However, as I'm in these Caribbean countries are black people. They may be foreigners, non-FBA, whatever you want to call it, all that stuff. They are black people. They out here doing their jobs, selling their stuff, serving people, making food, whatever they're doing, their excursions that they run, whatever it is that they're doing. You know where you're coming to. You know where you're going. You know who you're going to see. You know what to damn expect. So if you're going to go look for seashells, you got to make it happen quickly because we ain't here for long. I'm just saying. You all know I'm not a believe all women person. I'm not a believe all nobody, but I'm definitely not believe all women. Because they be lying. And the odds is that they had a little too much fun. It went a little too far. It probably was unprotected far. And then they didn't want to potentially, one, take something home to the husbands, the boyfriends, whatever. And or if somebody is pregnant. Child, if somebody is, come on now. You see that man in that video? Darker than the asphalt outside. And then hearing this more and more. And then being out in these countries and everything like that. And it's like, y'all, tell it to somebody who don't know. Child, just cop to it. Change your story. As much as you was run off at the mouth in the beginning, start running off at the mouth now about these latest developments.
That's not unusual. In the event you have a major matter such as this, you have to do a thorough investigation. And while we're on that note, I can say that the members of the Royal Bahamas Police Force are by far some of the best in the world as it relates to that.
The nation's chief recently criticized local press for its crime rate coverage, citing potential harm to tourism. And this recent widely reported incident of alleged sexual assault also adding to concerns. But police say there will be transparency, pledging to publicize investigation results to address any misperceptions about safety for tourists.
We have no choice. We have to investigate the matter thoroughly. We have to present the facts as they are and let the chips fall where they may. I am satisfied from where I sit and what I know of the matter that we are making significant progress with those investigations.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition,
I need y'all to release these damn tapes. We need to see what's up. Now, again, this is the Bahamas. Maybe they do it differently. But I want to see these tapes. We ain't heard hi nor hair from neither one of them, nor their lawyer, or nor the nurse. So why everybody quiet now? Is this not as important as it was 2 weeks ago? I feel like it's probably even more important now, especially since they're released. You think they would be outraged, right? But, they probably back home in Kentucky and don't care because they down in the Bahamas or something. But here's the other thing. You can't just go around just saying something like this and then just get to flit off into the daggone sunset. A lot of y'all in the comments was mentioning Emmett Till And it is very crazy because this is the other point I wanted to make, then I'm done with this. Is a lot of y'all was mentioning Emmett Till and how that worked out with the white lady who just accused him and ended up saying she lied, right? When it's finally found out that in this case and any other case that they did lie, and even with the cases when it comes to Trey Songz, when it comes to Chris Brown and stuff like that, these people got to sue like Johnny Depp did. You got to sue back, or else they just going to continue to do it. Your reputation, their reputations are being besmirched, I guess. Their livelihood potentially. Who knows what type of shame in some cases that it brings to the family. So that's it. That's all. And of course, I'm going to stay on it. Whatever I can find, I'm going to bring it to you. Hopefully there'll be some update by the time I do my next live stream. Anyway, y'all, shout out to y'all if you made it this far. I appreciate you. Please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, comment. I see you all in the next one.
We do not care.